Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. I wanted to shift perspective a little bit and shine a light once again on some of the goings-on in the sky, something that's been going on for the past 2 years, to my knowledge, maybe longer. That's when I started picking up on it. And it's these aircraft that are flying overhead in the hundreds. It's happening every single night. And tonight, I'm focusing the camera just on these specific craft. What's so interesting about it to me is that they're all identical. So they're coming from the same hub, wherever they're coming from, wherever they're going. You see that they're all heading in the same direction on this night. There's other nights where I see them crisscrossing in all directions. And the vibe that I get from it, the feeling that I have about them, is that these are some form of a drone, a pilotless plane. You can hear it's obviously got a combustion engine, and you can hear it flying overhead. But these craft are flying over nonstop. Literally, if I stand out there and I count and I'm keeping track, typically I'm going to count around 250 or more throughout the evening if I'm paying close attention. So there's a lot of air traffic going on, and it just surprises the heck out of me that there's not more attention being paid to it. Why do you not hear anything about this? This is not normal to have this amount of craft flying overhead. And it goes on throughout the night. And remind you, you're just seeing one slice of the sky here from my perspective here in my backyard. But when I leave the neighborhood, I'm seeing the same activity, the same traffic happening throughout different areas of the sky as well. So just imagine, multiply what you're seeing on this video times at least 10 just in my local area. So we are talking an enormous amount of air traffic flying overhead. So I'm just going to pan the camera around and show you guys what's going on and document it. Once again, I'm kind of taken back by the lack of attention being paid to it or even interest. I pointed it out to other people around me, and most people just seem to shrug it off. But to me, it's quite interesting, and I definitely want to know more about what's going on with these craft. I have gotten some downloads about it, but I'm not going to talk about that on this video. It's some sort of operation. That's what I'm going to say about it. There's no way this is commercial. No way these are private aircraft. And this isn't happening during the day. I mean, we have, normal amount of air traffic flying overhead, but nothing like this. Nighttime comes and they just start flying over one after the other after the other. And a lot of times when I'm videotaping some of the other footage, the other things going on in the sky, and if you haven't been watching any of my videos, if this is your first time being here, I'd encourage you to go check that out and see some of the other things that I'm capturing, because the sky is just full of activity. And I would encourage everybody out there to set aside some time, get yourself a nice, comfortable zero-gravity chair, and get out wherever you can, where you've got a clear view of the sky on a clear night, and just see what you see for yourself. Because this is a very interesting time that we're living in, a time unlike any other. Why let it all just pass by without you paying it any attention? The main purpose of this video really is just to continue my documentation of what's happening in the sky. I'm a sky watcher. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive. I don't get any negative vibe from this traffic. I want to put that out there. I think it more than likely has to do with surveillance and probably something to do with sniffing out things. I believe it's part of a much larger operation. That's my own opinion about it, my own thoughts. But I'd be interested to hear from you guys what you think. These craft are flying relatively low in the sky. I don't think they're showing up on a lot of the radar. So people who do monitor the skies are not going to see this traffic. So that's why some of the bigger names out there that are, paying attention to the air traffic aren't going to even notice this. It's not even going to show up on their screens. So it takes independents like myself to put it out there and get the conversation going. We have a right to know what's happening, and so much has been kept from us, my friends. So much is being held back. The truth will set you free, and I'm a person who's going to try to bring us closer and closer to that truth the best that I can. I really do appreciate you all being here. I appreciate all the comments. I read them all. Please don't take any offense if you're not seeing responses at this time. Right now, I'm just focused on getting these videos out. It's really an endless supply of content. I can go out there and I can record every night. Just earlier tonight, I saw some amazing things that I was unable to capture on film. And actually, there's so many things that I have yet to capture on film to share with you guys. The more attention that we can get on these subjects, in my opinion, the more likely we're going to get to the bottom of it and have truth, actual truth, be presented to the public. One quick word of caution is that we live in a dualistic world. This 3D reality here on Earth, in this dualistic world, there's always going to be a positive and negative, a real, a fake. And because of that, when it comes to the goings on in the skies, we really have to begin to tune in to intuition. We have to, in my opinion, because this is what works for me, connecting with God and having a positive intention is key for you to grow your intuition. And that is what needs to happen right now, because relying on any type of a media source to give you truthful, honest information is really silly. I mean, most people should be awake at this point that the narratives that they put out, most of it is just complete garbage. So how do you decipher real from fake in a dualistic world? You grow your intuition and you learn to trust yourself and your instincts. You strengthen your relationship with God and you tune in to that which is of the positive, of the good, of the light. And if you head down that path, my friends, I'm telling you from experience, life just starts to align for you in ways that you couldn't even imagine. This is a beautiful experience that we're having here on Earth. And I know I'm getting deep here and kind of off the subject, but it's just flowing, so why not? We're having a human experience here on Earth, but you're a soul. Perhaps there's a reason why you're here right now, at this time, to be part of this great awakening, to be part of this new Earth, this golden age that we're stepping into. And the more of you that can awaken and can tune in to the higher vibration of love and send out the positive frequency, the more that's going to ripple out and affect others around you. And it's going to create a nice, positive space everywhere you go. It's almost going to be as if you have some sort of a divine protection around you. And that's because you do, when you're living in the right way. God's there for you, my friends. I encourage you to take this message before God, pray on it, but it does take quieting the mind, which can be hard, it can be difficult. Everything around you is vying for your attention. There's a lot of noise, there's a lot of distraction. So learning to quiet the mind, learning to just tune into your higher self is going to do wonders for your intuition. And once you've got that intuition dialed in, you're just going to start knowing the truth. You're not going to always be looking for somebody to tell you what the truth is or what is real and what is fake. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I encourage everybody to stay away from the negative information that flows. There's a lot of fudsters out there, people pumping fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's been their bread and butter for a very long time, and I don't think anything's going to change that for some of these people. Unfortunately, they don't see what they're doing. They don't see the negative effect that they're having. Their focus on negativity, their focus is always on everything's against you. The world is going to hell in a handbasket, and the controllers are manipulating you and doing this, that, and the other. There's seeds of truth in there, but the ultimate truth is that which comes from God and that which comes from your heart. Once again, as you dial in that intuition, you'll be able to filter through all this stuff. But for now, when you're perusing the internet, when you're browsing around, if you could learn to just kind of breeze by some of the negativity when you see it, and don't tune into it, that's going to do wonders for you. Because information, words, they're all consumed just like food. It goes into your body, it goes into your ears, your mind. Music, the lyrics, the words, be careful what you're consuming and what you're taking in, because it's going to have an effect on you. So with that, my friends, I hope you found this video interesting, entertaining in some way. Please do stick around. There are going to be some amazing videos coming out. I know it. I'll continue to bring you whatever it is I find and what I see. If you are watching this video, you are meant to be here. And I do appreciate you being here once again. So until next time, my friends, this is Dan with plantabundance.com, coming to you from my backyard garden. Talk to you soon.